Hello friends and family. So I had every intention of making this video an updated video about Nora and what it's been like since removing her tube, but after getting off the phone with my diabetic supply company, I just wanted to make a video pretty well all about my diabetes and my experience so far. It is National Diabetes Awareness Month, so know the symptoms, get your children checked if you feel something is off. A lot of times parents know better. Know the symptoms: frequent urination, a sweet smelling urine, extreme fatigue or being lethargic. Wetting the bed is how I was diagnosed. I was 6 years old and I constantly wet the bed, and I had been potty trained for years and it did not make sense. My mom took me to the doctor thinking I had a kidney or bladder infection, and when they had me pee in a cup to test if I had any UTIs or anything like that, they said that there were sugars in my urine. So they did not tell my mom right then what that meant and just took me to Children's Hospital, where they had told her that I am a type 1 diabetic. So I spent, I want to say, like a week at Children's, learning my new lifestyle and learning how to count carbs. And I remember giving my mom and my dad and my grandparents all injections full of saline, practicing how to give shots, and that's where it all started and how fast it happened. Basically, they gave me the explanation that I probably caught a virus that attacked my pancreas and made it stop producing insulin. No one else in my family has it. Type 2 doesn't really even run very strong in my family, so it just kind of happened. So please get educated. Please know the signs and the symptoms before it's too late, because a lot of times they can be mistaken for the flu. So let's fast track about, in February I will have had type 1 diabetes for 18 years. So 18 years, here I am. I've had 2 children. I have an insulin pump and I have a constant glucose monitor as of now, and as of March 2016 I got my CGM, and I've had my insulin pump for a little over 4 years. Actually, it's almost been 5 years. In January it'll be 5 years. Both pieces of advanced technology are incredible and have made my life so much easier. I don't know what I would do without it, and that brings me to what I'm going to talk about today. So I know that it's very likely that people have medical bills, whether it's just seeing a pediatrician regularly or your family doctor regularly, or if you do have some sort of medical issue, disease going on. For my family, you guys know that not only am I type 1 diabetic and have medical needs, my youngest daughter Nora also has some medical needs, and we need a lot of therapy and we need medical equipment, and she had a feeding tube up until about almost 2 weeks ago. So you can imagine the expenses, I guess, and the stress and the doctor's appointments and the blood work and the tears and the fights and everything. It is very stressful living life every day with the disease. I'm telling you, your entire thought process is different. Like, just simple things. Can I drive to get my daughter from school? Is my blood sugar okay? Oh, it's going low. I need to wait 5 minutes and then I'll be late picking up my daughter. Or I could risk drinking something on the way there, like juice or milk or something, and hoping my blood sugar doesn't bottom out while I'm driving. And all of these little things that I don't even remember not doing, because obviously I was 6 years old and I was diagnosed. So, but for us, fortunately and unfortunately, both at the same time, we have TRICARE. My husband is in the military, so we have TRICARE, and man, do I have a love-hate relationship with TRICARE. And today it's a hate relationship with TRICARE. But back in spring of this year, I was contacted by a company called American Diabetes Supply, who said that I can get an insulin pump and a CGM through them, 100% covered, because my out-of-pocket and my deductible had been met for the year through my insurance. Fantastic. I would absolutely love a new insulin pump. Mine had just went, my old one would no longer be in warranty as of like January 17th, and I was like, that's perfect. Now I can get a new insulin pump. So after many emails, many phone calls, I had to fax some stuff. My doctor had to fax a bunch of stuff. I talked with a man several times asking him what my out-of-pocket cost would be, like when the new year for the insurance started over in October, meaning last month. They told me since I met my deductible, they would charge TRICARE for my insulin pump and my CGM and my get started supplies all as one total, and then coming in October when the deductible started over, I would only have to pay my monthly, or I do every 3 months full of supplies, my 3-month copay, which was going to be like $150 for 3 months. Yeah, 3 months worth of supplies. And we did the 3 months because they gave us 3 months supply worth of stuff in October, thinking that we would likely hit our deductible in December or January due to my medical expenses and Nora's medical expenses. So they were really great about working with me. They email me when it's time for me to get new stuff. Everyone's been fantastic. Monday, I got a letter in the mail saying my account balance for American Diabetes Supply is $169.17. So me being really confused and really freaking out because we're a one-income family. My husband is the only person who works. I stay at home with Nora because of all of her medical issues, and Hadley's in school. So, I mean, we are literally a one-income family, and 2 out of 4 of us are like medically challenged, I guess you could say. I don't know a better way to put it. It is challenging, it's stressful, and not to mention, it's literally almost Christmas. We have to work a budget to be able to afford gifts for Christmas for our girls, and now we have this almost $200 bill out of nowhere that was not supposed to happen. Like, they told me I would not owe anything. So I called, freaking out. When I called, they said, give me your code, and I gave them my code, and they're like, hi, Jessica from Montana, how are you? And I'm like, no, my name is Jordan, and I'm from Missouri. So at first I was like, oh, they probably just got my account mixed up with Jessica from Montana, and I wasn't as stressed out. Well, I just got a phone call from Advanced Diabetes Supply, and basically the way TRICARE works is they bill you every 15 months since your deductible does start over in October. So now I do owe $169.17, even though in the spring when I put emails back and forth, sorry, my dogs are barking, they said to me that you won't have to pay anything for this insulin pump. You will have to pay your monthly co-pays for your supplies, which I totally understand and understood then. And now here we are sitting here feeling sorry for myself, I guess, which life goes on. It doesn't matter about my medical needs or anything like that. Nora's obviously has to come first, so I do have an old insulin pump, and if it comes down to that where they can't work anything out with me or work a payment plan, but they put the bill was due November 21st, and that's just not happening. So I'm sure a lot of people can relate to having issues with money and budgeting and healthcare expenses, especially my people who are watching who do come from a diabetic family or are diabetic themselves. So yeah, let's just make sure we're all educated. I guess that's all I'm trying to say out of this. Get educated on diabetes, whether you have it or whether you're just interested in it or whether you have children and you want to make sure you know the symptoms. Do it. Google, research, Facebook, there are Facebook groups, ask your doctor. I mean, it isn't just because I don't post something every day about my diabetes doesn't mean I'm not struggling that day. The election itself, I posted on my Facebook of a 24-hour chart of what my blood sugars were, and it literally was like this. And that's because I was so stressed out over this election. Anxiety, stress, outside factors, all of these things contribute to what my blood sugar can be, and it changes how I feel every single day. So please don't make jokes about sugar causing diabetes or people being overweight and that's the only reason why they have diabetes. That's not how this works. So please get educated. Thanks for listening to me vent and rant about my insurance issues. I am going to make a video updating about how things are going with the tube. So you're going to see me wearing the same thing in 2 videos. So I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks.